Hey, what's up everybody? This is your favorite homeboy. I have not been recording videos for quite some time, and as some of you've noticed, it's because my family got hit by COVID in September. So even though we traveled for 60 days across America and we were perfectly healthy, when my daughter went to school for the first day, they had some mega spreader event and 20 families got it, and we were unfortunately one of them. And we were all out for September. So thanks for sticking with me and sticking with this channel. And I've noticed we've hit 700 subscribers, so that's so awesome. Thank you for getting me there. It's so exciting to pass the 700 barrier. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you like content on real estate investing, vacation rentals, Poconos, our travels, hiking, food reviews, make sure you subscribe. It really helps this channel out a lot. So what am I talking about today? Today I'm going to talk about how to get licensed in the Poconos. I get that question a lot. And the other day, I got a letter in the mail. Go to war or go to jail. Actually, that's a cadence in the military. It's not what it actually says, but pretty close to it. It says, it has come to our attention that your property located in Old Sage Road is being used for short-term rental. So basically, they want us to, they're putting us on notice. They're saying, you need to get a license on or before November 8th. So I got this a couple of days ago, but I wanted myself to be perfectly clear so my videographer Joey can come here and record us going through this process of getting a rental license, maybe a zoning permit, and maybe even a building permit, depending on what's required. So if you've ever wondered about what it takes to get licensed and you own a home or you're thinking about getting a home, watch this video. We're gonna go through this whole process with you, and we're gonna go inside and work with my wife on make sure we check all the blocks. And we'll let you know how long it takes for them to get a response. All right, so let's come inside. Hey Autumn, you ready to get this started?
Yep, let's do it.
Short-term rental licensing, here we go. All right, so looks like the first thing we need to do is go to this website, Penn Forest Township.org short-term rentals. So we're gonna post a link in the description here. So you go to that link, and the first thing you'll see is you're on the Penn Forest Township website. I guess you click this first link here. Please visit the below website to register a short-term rental. Oh, they even have a 24/7 complaint hotline on this website. Man, they're getting serious. Okay, so it says apply for a short-term rental license or renew an existing. So we want to apply for a short-term rental. To proceed, you will need the following, and it shows a bunch of check boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 13 different criteria. And it has a next, so it could be more. So let's see, as we go through this, do we just check it off and then should we just save it in a separate folder or something?
Yeah, I think you have to like look at these check boxes and make sure you have them.
Oh,
and
have it
once
with
you
you.
Have them, you check, and then you can go to the next.
Because you'll probably be submitting and
Right.
filling in stuff, so they just want to make sure you're prepared for this,
Right.
you know,
That you
long
have all the
application. Because I don't think you can
paperwork
save this in the middle, maybe.
Probably not. I don't
Okay.
know if they're that.
Okay, so it says name, address, telephone number, and email of the owner of the short-term rental. Well, that's easy.
Have that.
A contact person, if the owner is not the contact person, so we have someone local there, so that's pretty simple. Marketing entity identification number for the STR rental. I guess that's like the Airbnb number.
Yeah, it says listing numbers.
Yeah, so you could have more than one if you're on VRBO, but as long as you have that number ready. Number of bedrooms, each containing the required minimum 70 square feet. So all of ours for, we're doing the Great Pyrenees, and it's 6 bedrooms, and they're all at least 70 square feet. So we know that we can still advertise 6. Max number of overnight occupants is based off their new formula, 6 bedrooms times 2 plus 4, so that's 16. So we're going to be able to advertise 16 guests, which is the max you can advertise on Airbnb anyways, is 16 guests, even if you have more.
Right.
For VRBO, you would advertise a little bit less in that situation based off their formula. Number of dwelling units, okay, that's easy. So far, so good. We've got the first 5 boxes.
Oh.
A photograph of the short-term rental taken from the access road side. Well, we have one
But
from the road, basically from the road.
short-term rental taken. Okay.
I don't know why I didn't say from the road. The way you access it, I guess. So, should have a shot of the home from the road. I think that'll fulfill that. floor plan of the short-term rental drawn to scale. I do have a floor plan on our appraisal.
Okay.
So if you guys have an appraisal that you did when you bought the place, then you can use that. Usually it has a drawn to scale, for the most part, floor plan. And I don't think they're going to be too serious on that dimension, as long as it's close enough, is from what I've heard. A diagram or photograph of the premises showing and indicating the number and location of designated on-site parking spaces and the max number of vehicles. So basically a photograph of the driveway, which we have, indicating the number and location. I would think we can have our one of our technicians there measure out the minimum square footage that they require for a vehicle spot, and we can just kind of use that as an estimate.
Yeah.
The location, type, approximate age, and capacity of sewage disposal system, to include an evaluation from a pumper certifying the sewage disposal system is functioning properly as intended, and proof that the tank was pumped within at least the past 3 years. Are we good on that?
Well, so the last time we had our property pumped was last year,
Okay.
October. So we've had it within 3 years, yes.
Okay. And we have
that
this.
invoice.
And do we have anything like when they inspected it that showed that it's good to go, it's in good health, it's not broken?
Yeah, we have the original inspection. We can ask them for that.
Okay.
We'd have to call them.
Okay, so that shouldn't be difficult. If you have a septic,
Hopefully.
just ask your septic guy. If you haven't had it done in a while, just get it done and then provide the documentation. So hopefully we should have that. Proof of no outstanding unpaid excise tax or Pennsylvania sales tax for the immediately preceding year. I think we just have to call Carbon County and maybe see if there's some sort of
Records?
zero balance invoice, on the ledger. They can just say, oh, yeah, zero balance on your.
Okay, so
your-
we don't have to
your stuff.
contact AIRBNB or VRBO and make
No,
sure.
because this says Carbon County or Pennsylvania sales tax. So it says or.
I don't know why it would be or, because we have to pay both.
Yeah, so I'd say we just pick whatever's the easiest one, and I say we contact both, and whoever gets it to us the quickest.
Okay.
Some sort of, zero balance record. Please acknowledge the following: the owner, if different than the owner, have read all regulations. Yeah, we have. Okay, the owner or contact person will post and maintain the short-term rental with the notice required. So you have to post some sort of notice right next to the door on the inside, right? And all designated bedrooms contain a minimum of 70. So I think we're good. So do we need to check this to hit next?
Yeah, you have to check it all.
Check,
to
check,
hit
check, check, check. So, this is the easy part. Just checking stuff.
that. I thought we had to have like a photo of the actual number.
Okay, well, let's go through it. What is the parcel number of the property you are applying for? Okay, so we got the parcel number off the tax bill. And you could probably also get it off the contract when you purchase the property. Usually it has a place for the parcel number there, but the tax bill definitely has it. So we're looking at the tax bill and we see here. If you can't find it there, you could probably go online to the tax
Or
place.
it says here you can look up your parcel number.
Oh,
on
there it
the
is.
County
Oh, wow, they make it easy
assessment
for you.
database.
So they do have a place where you can look it up
There's a
online.
link.
All right, so we got that and hit next. What is a rental property's address? We have that.
Don't include the unit number.
We're good. That means like if you have one building with multiple units.
Oh, okay.
All right. Does the property have a unit number? No. What is your first and last name? Edward Louie. Next. What is your mailing address? What is your phone number? Email, the 24/7 emergency contact name. Now that, and
Taylor?
Taylor. It's good to have a local person on site for 24/7 stuff. That way you cut down reaction time to get things solved and stuff like that. So we do have a guest coordinator who's in the local area. We'll put in Taylor down there. And please confirm the phone number.
Thank you.
How many bedrooms will be rented out? 50! All right, we'll do 6, just to be compliant. How many parking spaces? Oh, baby.
8.
8, for sure we have 8, right? I mean, we advertise they can only have 8. They can only have 8
Well,
parking
they can only have
passes.
8 parking passes.
And each one is defined as whatever size, and we definitely can fit that, right? Because we have a big,
Well, we can put it down, and if they,
Yeah.
you know, come back and say something. Then
we have a big driveway. So what's the max number of overnight occupants? Well, I guess we have to say 16. What is a marketing EIN for the STR rental? To shortcut your search for your listing number, just
on Airbnb.
on Airbnb, search for it as though you're looking for your own house
As a guest.
as a guest, and then share it. Once you look at the link that you would need to share that listing, there's a number in that URL, and you could always test it by just doing a search for it. All right, got the listing number. Total number of dwelling units, 1. How many units are being rented, 1. Please upload the following documents. Okay, here we go. A photograph of the rental taken from the access roadside. Why don't you email that to me while I pull up the floor plan, okay? We're gonna tag team this bad boy. Okay, so I got the appraisal, and all I want is a floor plan, so. Where is it? Ah, there it is. I'm gonna delete everything else. And voila, there's our floor plan.
Oh, that looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very professional.
So let's see if it shows the bedrooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. That'll work. So I'm gonna save this old stage floor plan and upload that bad boy. Floor plan, drawn to scale, upload. All right, so I got that one. A diagram or photograph of the premises showing and indicating the number and location of on-site parking spaces and maximum number of vehicles allowed for overnight occupants. So this one we need a photo of the driveway. Send me what you got. The location, type, approximate age and capacity of the sewage disposal system. Proof of no outstanding and unpaid Carbon County hotel room excise tax. So let me call Carbon County. Let's see how painless this will be, or painful. So Carbon County, I'll call Carbon County while you look up some of these photos and the sewer stuff. Tax assessment, 570-325-2251, treasurer. Let's see if that's the right one. This is why we're doing this, so you can save you time.
Good morning, Treasurer's Office.
Good morning, this is Edward. How are you today?
Good, how are you doing?
Great. I am working on registering my short-term rental with Penn Forest Township. One of the requirements is for me to show proof of no outstanding Carbon County hotel room excise taxes. And I was told that as the treasurer, you would be able to help me maybe show like a zero balance printout on my account to show that I don't owe anything.
Are you registered with the county?
I'd like to see if I am. I'm not sure if I am or not, but I know I've been paying it either through AIRBNB or one way or another.
Okay, so if you are personally registered, then we would have no record of that. Do you rent individually, like out on your own, or do you strictly rent through Airbnb?
I mostly work, I'm pretty much going through Airbnb.
Okay, so
But
you don't have any like rentals on your own?
so when you say that, you mean like direct bookings where we would pay you directly?
Correct.
Oh, so if we didn't, how would we show if we only rent through Airbnb that we don't owe any outstanding taxes? Is there a printout from Airbnb maybe that shows that we paid it?
That's what I was saying. Because if they represent you, they are making the payments. We
I
have
understand.
no record of you being, up to date on your payments or not.
Got it.
So I would suggest you contact them, and maybe they would have something for you.
That's a good idea. Can you look me up to see if I do have an account in case I have made any payments that I can't recall? Because most of our bookings are through direct Airbnb, but I just want to make sure that I don't have anything.
Okay. So are you registered with the county or no?
I believe I am, but
Have
is there?
a certificate from Carbon County with a excise tax number?
I'm not sure. Is it possible to look me up by name to just double check?
I can ask, but I don't know that we can. What is your name?
It's Edward Louis, L-U-I.
And is that what it would be registered under?
It would be.
Okay, hang on.
Thanks. This is proving to be helpful. If you're going to be doing direct bookings, you will need to register with that county so you can pay the hotel tax directly. If you're going through Airbnb, I guess that's one convenience is you don't have to worry about that because it's paid through Airbnb. So I think if we find a payment history of Airbnb paying for it on our behalf, we should be good too, potentially.
Yeah. Let me go to their website and see if there's anything.
Hello, Edward?
Hello.
Okay, we had somebody check in, but in the meantime, the treasurer was here, and he said you might have been registered in the past, but then canceled it because you were renting strictly through Airbnb. But we don't seem to see, your name is not ringing a bell with anybody here.
Oh, wow.
We don't seem to see
You guys have good
anything.
memories. So if I want to go ahead and register, because I plan to take direct bookings, that'd be the right thing to
Okay.
do, right? So where would I go to do that on your website?
You would go to the carboncounty.com.
Yep, I'm here now.
Okay, and at the top on the banner area, there's a section that says elected officials.
Yep, I click that.
Click that and go down to treasurer.
Okay, click that.
And then you should see some links for some of the services that we provide.
I see a hotel ordinance,
look for the
and
one
I
that
see the,
says hotel.
yeah, the 3% tax forms and the 3% rules and regulations.
Yep, it is in there. Registration form is in there, so if you want to register, you would complete that form and you can actually fax it to us.
Okay, do you have an
And then
email
we would get you on
as
the
well
web.
that I can use instead of a fax? I left my fax in the 80s.
The treasurer's email is R, as in Robert, Sheehan, or Sheehan, Sheehan, at carboncounty.net.
Okay, so I have R as in Romeo, Sheehan, Sheehan, at carboncounty.com.
.net.
.net.
N-E-T.
And I can just email this completed application, which is 1, 2, 3 pages, to that email.
That's correct.
Okay, that sounds simple enough. We'll work on that for the future.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I don't know why people ask for faxes these days. So let me print this bad boy out before I forget so that we can use this for the future. So we've got 2 front photos and both show the driveway. So they should be able to pull double duty on both of these. So a photograph taken from the access road side. Let me upload. All right, uploading both photos. And then parking, uploading the same photo showing the driveway. All right, so you're gonna email me that parking one and the sewer stuff and the tax thing, right? I mean, it's not too bad. A photograph of the front, photograph of the driveway marked up showing the parking spots, a floor plan, get that from your appraisal, septic stuff, which Autumn's sending me all the documents from a recent inspection. The tax thing is tricky. If you're going through Airbnb, I think just showing the tax document that they provided in last year.
We're going to record this call to help us with training and quality.
Well, I'm recording it too. I'm recording you, recording me.
Hi, thanks for calling Airbnb. This is Tyra. How can I assist?
Yes, how are you today? This is Edward, and I am trying to find out, in order to get my rental license for my property that is now being required, they want proof that Airbnb has been paying the hotel tax for Carbon County on our behalf. Is there any document that you have that shows that you've been paying that on our behalf so that we have no balance?
No problem. I can check this out for you. Do you mind just letting me know the name on your Airbnb account?
Sure, it's Edward Louis. Edward Louis?
So,
Alright, is there another name in which you might go by?
It could be Autumn Louis as well. Edward or Autumn Louie. And we have 3 properties. If I can get one for each property, that would be great.
Alright, I can check this out for you here.
That would be great.
No problem. So you're saying that you wanted like documentation just to prove that we have been
Paying
remitting
the
the taxes.
right.
No problem. I'm gonna check this out for you, Edward. Do you mind if I place you on a hold while I do this?
Nope, not at all. Old Stage Septic. I have a septic folder here with all of our septic stuff. I have the design right here. Oh, this is good. There's a lot of info here. Let's overwhelm them with septic info. Who's going to read through all that? Septic permit, booyah, more information about it. And suitability, Penn Forest suitability. Man, this is some good stuff right here. I'm just going to send it all to them. So I'm going to download that, the permit, the design, and the suitability report.
Is that for the new one or the old one?
I don't care. I'm just whatever septic, let them figure it out. And if you could just send that to me.
Yeah, I already did.
All right. We are 1 away from having this done. So as soon as Airbnb pulls through. All right, so I'm going to upload, and we'll call this septic pump receipt. Okay. All right, now we're just missing the tax thing. See, a lot of times when it comes to taxes, it's like taxes for you to file, not necessarily taxes paid on our behalf type of reporting. It'd be nice if they would put that accessible so that you having to call in for it. Stay tax. Ooh, that's a good one. Man, Verbo's got it together, man. Verbo does have it online under financial reporting. There's a stay tax menu, and it shows the taxes they paid and taxes for the county and for the state. So Verbo's got it together. Why don't we, I wonder if we print that out, that's gonna open up a ball of wax, because now they're gonna be like, now we want the Verbo listing. This is what Verbo paid. Where's your Verbo listing number?
Hey, Edward, thank you so much for holding here.
Okay.
Alright, so regarding the document that you are requesting, there isn't a document in which we can provide you with. However, we can send a message just to confirm that we are collecting tax for the state of Virginia.
And there's no outstanding and unpaid taxes. Can you also say that? No outstanding and no unpaid taxes?
So once we collect taxes from your property, you can also check on your transaction history as well. Everything is remitted to your state. So if there was any outstanding taxes that we need to collect, you would be advised, or we would let you know. But everything here, once we collect it on your behalf, we do send it over.
Okay, so you're saying you could send me an email statement that says, on our property, would you list the addresses of our properties? We have 3 on Airbnb. That way we can use it for other permits, as we're going to try to obtain other permits in the future.
No problem. So this would be for your 7-bedroom golf course, your luxury cabin, and the wheelchair for the 6-bedroom property as well.
Yes, and if you don't mind, can you put that, can you say something to the effect that Airbnb is paying the tax for Carbon County and Pennsylvania, and there's nothing outstanding or unpaid at this time?
Right, so the message will include that, yes.
Thank you. That would satisfy their requirement. And can you tell me what you're going to email it to?
So the email address that we have on your account here, let me double check. It's vacationrentals@Mars Hill Realty.
Yes, that'll work. And
yes.
When do you think I can expect to get that?
Alright, so I'm going to send it over right as soon as I'm finished with you, so you can check like in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much for your help.
No problem, Edward. And is there anything else you want me to check out for you as well?
No, you've been great. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.
Alright, you too. Bye.
Superhost Hotline. poster. I think that's good enough. Let's not give any spreadsheets of what's been paid and when.
Like, this is what it looks like.
Yeah,
It's very in-depth.
a statement I think would be, let's start with that. And if they want more, then we'll dig further. So that's cool. Statement's good. All right.
Is that it?
I haven't hit next yet, so I don't know if that is yet, if that is it. But I'm hoping I hit next and it'll be like, congrats, you're done. I think that's all they asked for.
Mm-hmm.
So how long has that taken us to get done?
50 minutes.
50? 1 hour, not
Too
bad.
bad.
Not too bad.
If we get it.
If we get it, first shot. Let's hope they make it, not too painful, because I don't think the Penn Forest and the townships, they want to really deal with this whole ball of wax either. I think they just want to kind of keep it simple, get people under compliance, and then if they want to drill down later and peel the onion back and get more information, they could. But I would think they're getting a lot of applications right now from a lot of people, and they're probably just wanting to just crank them out, approve
We just
them.
want the money.
Yeah, get the money. I'm sure there's going to be a place where we have to pay some money.
Yeah, so the first step is to get this registration, short-term registration. And then once we have that, then we can submit the zoning, because they do require zoning. So it's
I would think
short-term
zoning would be
zoning.
fine. I think they're just worried about some places in the township where a short-term rental is not allowed.
Well,
So I would think that
I mean, I
the whole
really think
zoning
that
and
the
building
zoning-
thing are for people who are just in a weird situation. Because we're zoned for residential, and we're in residential, we're a residential property.
Well, it sounds like the license is required, the zoning is required, and once we apply for the zoning, then they'll let us know if we need to do
Wow.
a building permit.
That's different. I wonder if they're requiring you to get some sort of variance on the zoning.
Well, because when you go to the website, there is a zoning link, but again, when you click on it, it says page not found. This application here.
Should we call them while we're waiting? Unless you want to get this.
Penn Forest Township, this is Phil.
Hi, Phil. Is this the zoning department?
Yes, it is. What can I do for you?
Yeah, we're trying to apply for a short-term rental license, and we understand that the zoning application is also a requirement.
Yes.
Where do we find the zoning application?
So if you go on, have you been to the township website at all?
Yep, we're here right now.
Okay, so if you click on the short-term rental tab and scroll down, we've actually created a zoning application for the short-term rental.
Yeah, when I click on that link, it says page not found.
Oh, okay.
Is it a separate application that's unique to short-term rental, or is it just the same zoning application that you would have to like apply for?
It is a little specific.
Okay, so it is a separate.
And it's been shortened as well. Let me,
Look, I got it.
Oh, you did get it?
Yeah, I'm able to
Okay, so my husband
get
found
it
it. All right,
for
so
my computer.
so that is a requirement, right, Phil? That we have to.
I'm sorry, say that again, Autumn?
The zoning permit is a requirement for short-term rental licensing, the registration.
Well, this is how I would recommend doing it. Go through your licensing portion. If you go down to section 3 on the zoning application there, it'll say the change of use and then the license number.
Yep.
You'll actually receive that number once you receive approval from the licensing. If you want to send this in prior to getting that license number, feel free to do that and just leave that blank. I can fill that in separate.
Okay.
But this zoning permit, this will only be needed once, whereas the licensing will be done every year. Okay?
Every year, okay. And how do we know whether or not we are required to have a building permit in addition to the zoning permit?
The only way you would need a building permit is if you're making any alterations
Okay.
or putting additions on, alterations to convert other rooms to bedrooms,
Gotcha.
there would be egress, or, things like that.
Okay.
Otherwise, if it's just everything existing, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Now, is this applying for like a variance? Because the zoning there is probably like just residential. What kind of zoning are we applying for? Is it zoning that house to be particularly a short-term rental zoning just for that one lot?
Yeah, I'll give you a little background. The township enacted 2 ordinances in May. The first was an amendment to the zoning ordinance. That amendment defined short-term rentals and transient use and designated short-term rentals as a permitted principal use in all of the zoning districts. So just classifying this as a transient rental is really the only reason for the zoning permit. Unless the property were to change hands and become a permanent residence again, there would be no need for another zoning permit to be applied for. But the licensing is something that would need to be done annually. And I would recommend on that short-term rentals tab, as a property owner, just to be familiar with the ordinances. They're a pretty quick read, but everything will make much more sense if you haven't already looked into some of the reasons, regulations.
Okay, so basically just designating this as a transient housing.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay. Which is under 30 days, right? Is that defined as under 30 days?
It is, yes. If you decide that you want to move towards a long-term rental where that's something completely different, and we wouldn't even get involved with, because it would still be, well, one, we don't have a regular rental ordinance here, and 2, that would more or less just be the permanent single-family dwelling use.
Got it. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll work on this zoning permit, and we can we email that into you? Do you have an email that we can send it into?
Well, the licensing, all the payment for that will be done through that platform. For the township does not have any sort of credit card processing. So I would recommend, if you're not nearby, you can just mail that form in with a check, and otherwise just stop in and drop it off if you're in the area.
Okay. I don't see on the form how much that check needs to be for. Is that somewhere on here?
Yeah, we're just gonna consider this a residential use, so it'll be a $50 application fee. There won't be any additional fees for the zoning other than that.
Okay, so send it in with a check for $50 made out to the township.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay, I think we can do that. And
All right.
how long does it take to get a response typically for approval?
Well, depending on where the licensing is at, I'm going to be overseeing a lot of that. My colleague will be handling most of the review. So what I could say is, if there's any clarification that we need, we'll reach out to you via email. The zoning permit will not be issued until that license approval is granted, but once that's done, it's pretty much, we're just double checking what's being proposed in the specifications, and then getting you your zoning placard.
Do you have an idea of how long that license normally takes? Just kind of on average?
If everything comes in
without
that we need, it could be approved the same day.
Oh, okay. That's really great. All right. Well, thank you.
It all depends on, a lot of it's going to come down to the septic stuff, and us being able to review what the township has on file. With what's being submitted, and if we're out of the office using that platform versus at the Penn Forest office, really determines whether we have the ability to review any of that stuff.
Got it. Well, we got tons of septic stuff, so we'll send it all in.
Okay, perfect.
And all right, well, really appreciate your help. What was your name again, sir?
Philip Prout.
Oh, okay. Hey, Philip. This is Edward. We've worked together on that handicap ramp, remember?
Yes, I thought I recognized the last name. How are you, Ed?
Good, good. Well, yep, now project number 2 here. So thanks for your help. You've been great.
I'm doing my best. This is all new to us.
I know. All right. Well, you take care. You have a great day.
If you have any questions, just give me a ring, okay?
All right, Philip. Thank you. Take care.
Yep, bye-bye.
Yep, bye-bye. So Philip helped me when I was making a permit application for our handicap ramp, and he was really helpful. I think they're a third-party vendor hired out by the government. They don't specifically work for the government, so that's probably why they're put together a little bit more squared away. But for the zoning permit, I guess we'll do that at the same time.
Yeah, you said we didn't have to have the.
We don't have to have that license, even though it takes a day. So I'm just going to go ahead and print this off, okay? Because we have to mail it anyways with the check, and every time I fill it fills in all the boxes, so it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
You fill in one box, it fills in all of them, you delete the ones you don't want, and it deletes all of them. So you probably better to fill it out manually anyways.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Let me print it out, work on that. Still waiting for the email from AIRBNB. All right, so that's good. We'll work on those 2 things simultaneously. What else is there?
That's it, right?
Is that it?
We're just waiting for Airbnb and then we can submit.
Yeah. Let me see. I have that email. Community support. Dear Edward, Airbnb has reached an agreement to collect and remit occupancy tax. Okay, let me expand that. I'm doing a screen record on this letter here so you can see it, but it basically says, Dear Edward, in certain areas, Airbnb has reached an agreement to collect and remit occupancy taxes for the taxes assessed automatically by Airbnb. This would apply to and then it has your 3 homes. Airbnb has entered into a voluntary collection agreement. Your local tax office can share more information. Here are the details of the amounts being accounted for in Pennsylvania. Does she say anything about it being paid?
No, she didn't.
The amount is shown as a line on your listing page, again on the booking page. Refer to your gross earnings section of your transaction history for a reservation breakdown of amounts that have been remitted on your behalf. You want to just give them a copy of that page? The transaction history. Oh, it says you can view this accounts by logging here. So there's a link here. All payout methods, we'll just go to the wheelchair friendly listing from January 2020 to December 2020, right? Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
And this is showing paid
December?
out.
Oh, January. Oh, I guess December.
January to December, right? It shows what's paid out, but it doesn't really indicate the breakdown. Oh, it doesn't really you can't really determine that taxes are paid just by this printout.
Well, let's see if we download the CSV.
All right, I'll download it to CSV. I wish you would have put down there, nothing is owed, like she said she would. Let me reply to it. Thank you. Can you confirm that, what is it?
Outstanding.
There's nothing there, okay.
No outstanding and unpaid.
That there are no outstanding or unpaid unpaid taxes at this time. I need confirmation for my rental license application. Thanks. Let's see if she responds back to that quickly. Even though it says no reply. No, it says you can reply to it, never mind. Downloaded CSV, so let me pump up this. Oops, I can never open these up right, that was look weird. So amount, paid out, host fee, cleaning, management fee, still doesn't have any
Taxes.
column. Is that taxes?
No, this is the amount.
Yeah, there's no column for taxes, right?
Yeah.
So that wasn't very helpful.
Cleaning fees, management fees.
Well, Airbnb is not being very cooperative. Let's see. I'm just going to upload her email for now, and let's just see where
They accept it?
Yeah, see if they accept it. If they want to kick it back, we can, at least we can get through this. I'll call it proof of taxes collected by Airbnb. There, collected and paid by Airbnb. That's good enough. All right, let's see if that'll fly. So I'm going to upload this letter that says they pay it on our behalf. And that is the last thing. Let's hit next, see what happens. Next. This is how much you owe in fees, $252. Next, let's pay this bad boy. Property, emergency contact, bedrooms, parking spaces, all the documentation's uploaded. Let's hit next. By sending my electronic signature, I certify everything is accurate. Yes. And let's draw my signature. That's good enough. Next. Let's pay it. Credit card. All right. We won't show you that. Okay, so last thing, we got the licensing. Now we're going to do the application for zoning permit. So we just got off the phone with Philip, great guy, who can help you out there if you have any questions. So the check needs to be $50 made out to Penn Forest Township. While you work on the check, I'm going to fill it out. Easy 2 pages. Shouldn't be too hard. Applicant signature. I'll start there. Owner signature. I love that. That's the easiest part. All right, page 1. Basically, they're asking for license number, which we don't have yet, but he says it's fine. Number of bedrooms, number of occupants, we have all that. Off-street parking spaces, I put 0. Overnight occupants, number of off-street parking spaces.
That's 8.
That's 8, right?
Yep.
And then number of vehicles for overnight occupants.
Is 8
8.
as well.
But number of off-street parking.
That means in your driveway.
Oh, okay. So it's the same thing, right?
I think so, yeah.
That's
Off
weird.
street, you're not on the street.
Okay,
It's
8.
in the driveway.
So I'm just gonna check all this. Property owner, just basic contact information here. Really easy to fill out. But we're gonna do this on camera so you know, again, how long this entire process is going to take. So it's not as intimidating as you think, as we thought, actually. We thought it'd be a lot more. So this is pretty good. It's reasonable, we can say that. It's kind of like you don't agree with the parent's punishment, but at least it's fair. Okay, so it's different than, 24-hour contact. I need that filled out for Ann, if she can look that up. And then the address, the lot width and depth, and the tax parcel ID. Man, they want that again? Really? So let me look up the lot width and depth. You fill in Ann's information there. And the size. I guess that would be under the tax form again. Oh yeah, it is. 186 by 215. That looks good enough. Can you put on the lot width and the lot depth 186 and then 215? And then for lot size, 1.07 acres. Municipality, we'll put Penn Forest. Development, we'll put Talmenting Trails. Lot in section. Parcel number is 22A-51-D as in Delta, 1879, A as in Alpha. Lot number 1881, section 4, Roman numeral 4. Lot number 1879, A as in Alpha, section 4. All right, and the check. Can't forget that. They're gonna kick it back. Oh, this feels so good. Last step. Now we just gotta wait for them to approve it and we are good to go. Oh, what's their address? It's PENN, Penn Forest Township, 2010, State Route 903, Jim Thorpe, cool place to visit. 18229. It's done.
put that in the mail.
Good job. Took about an hour. Wasn't too bad.
That's going to be a lot more painful.
Yeah, let's go out and put this in the mail. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna finish this for good. Put it in the mail. All right, we're back here where we started at the mailbox. And now we get to send in to Penn Forest Township and get this bad boy done. Takes about an hour, as you can tell. And we got through the whole checklist. It wasn't too bad. So again, if you're considering getting a home, don't let the whole permitting thing scare you away. If you already have a home, you haven't done this yet, it's real simple. Just go online, fill out the checklist, and you're done. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's pretty administrative focused, but hey, sometimes when you're making money, you gotta focus on the administration stuff too. Drop some comments below, let me know what you think. If you have any questions, comments below, and like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. This is your favorite homeboy, signing out.